Good evening, Final Fantasy fans, and we're coming into Game 2 right here for the Final Fantasy Randomizer Marathon here on RPG Little Break. Not really a marathon, but we've got 3 games in a row here for this winter tournament. I'm your restreamer, DarkmoonEX, and we're going to just take it right over to the team that's going to be handling this second game, HaateXIII versus Jshydell. We've got Chad Burt, DM Stewart, Classic Gamer in the booth. Looks like Chad Burt and DM Stewart are going to be your announcers. If you guys want to take over from here, it's all your show.
Thank you very much, Darkmoon. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. It's the second game of this triple header here. And joining me here is DM Stewart. How are you today, DM Stewart?
Doing all right, Chad Burt.
So, this tournament has a lot of interesting quick flags. You want to go over briefly what those are?
So it is only 2 orbs required, and it's any 2 orbs. You start with the canoe and the bridge, forced melee, forced mage, and the other two are at runner's choice by these players' agreement. There are options to have 4 forced and a few other things with that, but these runners have chosen the classic forced melee, forced mage. We have Northern Docks on. We have Cardia Dock on. We have Bahamut's Horde is on. We have the usual incentive. We have the usual incentive NPCs: Marsh, Ice, Ordeals, Bahamut, Cardia Locked. So those are your incentive locations. There will be one shop item as well.
All right. I know that you mentioned that there are optional flags that the runners can agree to turn on, and these runners have decided to enable horizontally flipped dungeons, vertically flipped dungeons, a generated waterfall, as well as alternate fiends.
Yes, they have. I get so lost on the horizontal and vertical flipped dungeons.
I get lost with them sometimes when I also enable randomized stair location, because then you just have no idea where you are.
Yeah, that's just awful.
Oh, it's fun. I love to play this. I do a lot of these with generated Proc-Gen Overworld and multi-worlds and stuff like that, and have a blast getting lost.
So
but hopefully everybody's excited here, and go ahead.
It looks like HaateXIII has chosen Fighter Rainbow, and Jshydell has chosen Fighter Thief White Black. Why don't you tell us about the blursings on these characters?
Yeah, I'll quickly start off by saying that HaateXIII and I have been on a team together for multiple tournaments here, and so this is not HaateXIII's typical party. And there's a reason for that. Jshydell is actually running what HaateXIII and I both love to run as a party here, which is Fighter Thief White Black. And the causes for that are the Thief has plus 20 MDef, plus 10 strength, but minus 10 vitality, which is just a death knell to a thief when you're doing these low level, when you're only going up to the low 20s. You will not have anywhere near enough HP for any nuke casts and Topher. The fighter has plus 10 luck, plus 20 HP, but no promotion armor, which is a bit of a hit, but not the worst thing in the world. Ribbon will overcome most of that. Red Mage has plus 20 hit percent, plus 40 HP, and minus 1 hit percent per level, so basically a wash plus 40 HP. The White Mage has plus 5 luck, plus 20 vitality, but no Invis 2. So the evasion is going to be a little hard to come by unless you find the white shirt. The Black Mage has Hurt Undead, improved Cat Claw, but no Cheerios. The runners are off.
Both runners having a little difficulty here in Corneria.
Getting stuffed by the various NPCs. We have Harm 4,
Life 2, and Cure 3, and Life 2 is Red Mage learnable.
Yep, all 3 of those are Red Wizard learnable. We have Fire 3, Temper, and Quake. This is a great starting level for both parties, honestly.
That is level 1 magic.
Yep, you love to see it when you're a runner. Maybe hate to see it as a viewer, though.
Oh, I like to see that as a commentator.
Jshydell is already out the door and in the Topher.
And I saw no, I did not see a.
We have a vertically flipped Topher with a non-horizontally flipped. And these are confusing when specifically with certain rooms where you have to,
Yeah.
the door always has to be on the bottom, so there's a very weird way of getting to some of these rooms here. And this is one of them. Ooh.
Oh, Ruru with Toxic.
I actually don't run with the meme name, so I don't know which of those is the Ruru.
Ruru is regular wolf.
Okay. Oh, Jshydell does not know where the door is. It's right there. If you see the T that's right there, it's on the upper part of the T.
The gray wolf is Gur wolf.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Punch, punch. Fire 3 comes out. And Garland's taken care of on both sides.
Oh,
very quickly.
I missed that. Jesus the Frog points out in chat. Gerwolf has lit 3. And Ship from the King. And TNT from Sarah.
All right. So another of the interesting flags that this tournament has available is you get a free canoe and a free bridge to open up the entire inner sea at the start of the game. So, Stuart, where would you go with having the TNT?
I'm going to ship to Provoca. I'm going to ship to Provoca, Dubicki, look at level 2 magic. There's a Roost Stick.
Oh, and a Pro Ring +4. That is fantastic find.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Provoca, Dubicki, check my level 2 magic, and then I'm going to see what I get from Bicky to make a decision.
Yep.
Because if I see floater, then I'm going to go right down and get float and turn in floater. If I see crystal or something that sends me back to the left, that is a loot.
Early loot, so one of our required items to get into Topher is done. Another interesting flag is, I don't know if you mentioned this, we only have 2 orbs required to be able to get into Topher. Okay, perfect.
So effectively you have 3, gold +2 for 6K.
That's cheap.
That is a find. Like that.
Both players now have the trombone.
That might actually be worth putting on the knight. A gold +2 and a pro.
Yeah, with no promotion armor, you could certainly do that.
Zap.
I still want to see if I can find a ice armor or a flame armor.
I get zap at level 2. There's a cat claw. It's cat claw -1.
Yeah. Yeah. But the Black Knight's got plenty of firepower, so I don't think it's going to need... level 2 exit.
Level 2 exit, level 2 cure 2. That's some magic.
Well, cure 2 is a spell, but the exit is absolutely worth it. That's going to make a Marsh dive super quick here, which is where I would probably go from here, is go to Marsh and then go check the dwarves, because you might get the adamant out of there.
I'm more likely to do the dwarf check first, just looking for the cheeky lazy dwarves.
Yep, it's certainly a possibility, and it's not a bad play at all.
Although Jshydell's going to make the Marsh play.
Yeah, he faked us out. I thought he was going up there to do that, but he's ended up doing what I was suggesting.
Pull bridge boss.
Yep.
And we have a regular Marsh 1. Oh, that's a tail.
That's a good find at this point. All right, Jshydell has that momentary pause of, where am I? Where do I need to go?
A vertically flipped Marsh 2.
Which has another T room to handle the fact that the door needs to be up at the top. I guess this one's kind of in the shape of an eye. And a vertically flipped basement.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Hate has head on over to Elfland first before going to Marsh. Which makes some sense, but
play. I don't hate that play. Let's see if there's a shop item, see what level 3 and level 4 magic will bring.
Yeah, I like to do this after Marsh if I have something like Exit and Fire 3 already, because Fire 3 is going to take care of most of the enemies here. X is going to get you out quickly, and then you have some additional cash that you pick up along the way.
That's a slab out of Marsh.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. But you're going to take it. It's an extra 10% bonus to your experience. And it may be required.
Never punished. Fast and nuke at level 4.
Oh, this is some good magic. I rolled a jet seed. I apologize, everyone.
Well, it's level 4 fast and nuke, and they're at the same level, so...
That is one thing,
not
yes.
As jet. Maybe not quite as jet.
Yeah, you don't want those two spells or temper. The 3 black mage spells you don't want to be on the same level. In any combination are fast, temper, and nuke.
Okay.
You can handle lock or lock 2, but not that.
Hate is going back and checking what Jshydell has checked. Jshydell is checking what Hate has checked. Where do you go from here? I go to Crescent and check Crescent first. If I get a canal, I'm noping out, going and doing Ordeals and Bahamut, and seeing what that's going to give me.
Yep, I'm
minus
very.
3, which is.
It's decent still. It's still decent. It's not the best. The gold plus 2 is slightly better.
No, Opal minus 3 is completely useless because no one can use it.
Oh, it wasn't the Opal bracelet. Okay. Or the Opal Cheerio. All right, perfect. Yes, then that's just
yeah, it was Opal
vendor fodder.
Yeah, that's vendor. That's vendor trash.
So the only slight change I would make from your plan is with the Cardia Dock being on and Bahamut's Horde being on, I would first travel to and having the tail, go promote, get all the boxes there, see if you find a weapon, and then do Ordeals. But that's really about it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to do... I did not notice if that was an X-Cal. X-Cal plus 4.
Well, they have their in-game weapon. With plus 4, you have enough crit. It's still not great at crit, but when it's plus, you have enough to get through.
That's a real sword.
Very, very true. Especially on these settings, we have an elemental bonus of plus 30 per hit. And the X-Cal is going to do that to everything but chaos.
Yeah, Hate definitely is going to beeline for promotion.
Yep, and with that X-Cal plus 4,
and that's a
Hate's party is better.
Yeah, and that's a canal from Jshydell.
Oh, I missed the level 6 shops. We have Fade, Heal 3, and Cure 4.
Ooh.
Which is actually kind of bad to have all of those at level 6 for the White Mage. You want those on all 3 of those on separate levels, just like with the Black Mage spells we talked about.
And Jshydell is going to go beeline to promote.
It's the right play.
It is. Hate's going to do the same thing. Hate's going to do the same thing as soon as he gets the canal.
Yep. So, chat, did Jshydell get the X-Cal as well, or was it just Hate?
No, Jshydell did not. Jshydell
that's big.
Nothing.
So if I was Hate at this point, Oxyel.
Adamant goes to Oxyel. Hate is a key away from go mode.
Well, he still has to go get the canal, but yes. He will need to just find his key. Probably would be a good idea if he could find the ribbon.
Well, yeah.
All right, what we got? It's in the middle top.
Rod.
Rod. So it's even
Jshydell.
faster.
Jshydell is also a key away from go mode. There's a Pro Cape +3 and a Flame Armor +1.
Those are both very good. Definitely equip those. You know, I don't think I've ever actually equipped iron armor on a ninja. I think my brain just says that they can only do the red mage stuff plus the flame and ice armor.
I don't know that I like this play from Jshydell. You're already up there. Why not do Ordeals?
Well,
I mean, I have skipped Ordeals. I have skipped Ordeals when I've been up there, when it's been required.
Oh, he's going to
in
ice. He's making a gamble.
Ooh. In my defense, when I did it, I was my party was level 6. I didn't think I was going to survive Ordeals.
You can do it, but especially with the spells that these players have, but it is... Level 6 is low. It's low. And it's annoying to do without warp, but also so is ice. So,
Yeah.
if I was Hate, because Hate has Oxyale, I would actually go to Onrek Continent, check Waterfall, because that's going to actually be probably the quickest. Doesn't require warp, you have exit to get out. And then just go take on Sea Shrine.
Yeah, Sea Shrine Kraken. There's that X-Cal +4. And a Flame Armor +1, the Pro Cape. Mage Stick.
So something I have noticed with this tournament is black shirt is good.
Shirt. So that's gonna give that black mage some real armor.
Some real armor and just slap a pro ring and you've got most of what you need.
Hate
Not
is
everything.
doing the Ordeals play, which feels a little bad without warp, but it's not terrible.
Nah, he's getting the warps very early, so that's good.
That's Wizards.
Which is not a grind tile.
Yeah, which is not a grind tile because for some reason Wizards always seem to roll bad.
Oh, I think he's found it.
He's got one left to get through.
Zombos with glance.
Ooh.
Oh, I agree there, J-Lo's. Checking the spike tile was definitely worth it because he's one item from go mode. He's just going to needs a small party grind to get up to 20, 22, that area. Especially with the next Cal +4. And all of the fast and temper charges.
Oh yeah, all the fast and temper.
And Lock 2 was level 3, so yeah, they have all the spells they need. Mute Touch on the Wizards. Jshydell gets away, heals up. And we will see soon what Ice holds in store for us.
Yes, Jesus the Frog in chat points out 3 Life 2 casters.
That is very nice.
It's a dark
Dragon plus 2 swords. You can do
that's a
that.
real sword. That's an herb. That is an herb. Oh, we have a seafood party pack.
And I think Jshydell is going to do a small grind until he runs out of spells and then exit out. It is a little risky, but as long as he doesn't overcommit, this should be fine.
I don't know that I don't know that I would try to kill the Seafood Party pack.
Well, with Zap, you can get the non-snakes with that. But the Fire 3 is not good here.
No. Does he
Harm Force good.
Has he sold the... Did Hate sell the Thor hammer? Must have, or he'd be using it.
I think he might have when the... I didn't see, but he might have when he saw the first level spells.
Ah. Sold it to buy the Adamant, which was the
That's a
shop
good
item.
play. That's a good play. Hey, do you have an exit? Use it.
I don't necessarily mind not using exit there because you're not going to get an encounter, and taking a minute to take stock and think, where am I going next, is not necessarily bad.
Yep, that's a good point. Hate overshot Elfland here. We're going to see what the Sleeping Prince has in store for us.
Come on, fetch quest. Ribbon -2.
Not the go mode item, but you wanted that. Like,
Yeah.
that was, if he wasn't going to get the key, that's what he wanted.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Agreed. It's -2, but you're not wearing the ribbon for the armor. You're wearing the ribbon for the resist. I didn't notice what was in ice.
It was the ruby,
Oh.
which gives us access to 2 items.
Yeah. Oh, because I forgot that incentive location, Titan's Trove. Got the Titan's Trove incentive.
All right. We'll see where Hate goes if this divergence continues. It looks like he's going to ice.
Yeah, I don't dislike that play.
I do a little bit, and the reason is Waterfall is available and could have the key, and he could go beat Sea Shrine and get that whatever item is there much quicker than doing this.
There's not an incentive in Sea Shrine.
No, but there's Waterfall.
Yeah, there is in Waterfall.
And you need an orb, so... Good thing. So level 5 has Brack, Quad, X, and Ice 3. I missed which one was in the warp slot, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. If Jesus the Frog's mentioning that Hate needs the key, Saberbonk, and some better armor. Well, the better armor is not going to happen because the blurstings on the fighter means there's no promotional armor. Saberbonk isn't incentivized, so it'd be lucky to find it. I wouldn't... He has 2 temper casters, so I would probably just say no.
All right.
Unless it's a greed check.
Jshydell check turns in that ruby. And there's the key.
Ice is required, so despite everything I said, Hate's doing the right play, as is Jshydell.
Jshydell is in go mode.
At 30 minutes, pretty much on the dot.
At 20. Oh, that's right, because 30 minutes on the button. And that's Cran, I think. Oh, Jshydell's looking for ribbon or paper sword.
Yep. He probably only has a Dragon +2 sword, which is certainly enough to beat the game at this set of scaling, which is under 200%. But it doesn't compare to an Excal +4 or any Vorpal that's at least neutral-ish.
Well,
We have an upside-down Earth 2.
well, as you heard me refer to it as the paper sword, I think you have an idea of my opinion of the Vorpal.
Oh yes, like last tournament, I picked up a Vorpal -4 in Waterfall and threw it on the ground immediately.
I have been burned by skipping that chest immediately on the right there on Vampire Floor. I'm still not going to check it.
It's the Earth TFC chest, that friendly chest. Totally is the correct term. And yeah, I don't like checking that one in any race whatsoever.
Yeah, the fact that Vorpal just doesn't do enough damage. You have to crit for it to be worth it.
Or Temper / Saber to the moon
Yeah,
in order to be able to hit it. Oh, Katana -3. That's
-3.
That's a bit of an ouch. The Vorpal might be better. I find that a Katana -3 is about equivalent to a neutral Vorpal with a slightly bit less crit. Yes, Katana -3 is technically good enough, but now it's a Vorpal. Alright, Hate is checking out the 6-pack here to check the trap tile and get some more chests. Opal +5 Cheerio is very good armor there for several different party members. Alright. So we have a blue dragon here, and I missed what happened to 2 of his party members to make them be stoned, but this is actually very good if Hate does not overcommit to this grind. This will get his fighter up there exactly where he wants it to be. I would imagine with this kind of grind, he'd probably take it up to 23. And Jshydell is working his way through Earth still. And it's always so confusing when you get to this floor and it's upside down and you've got a random stair location. You just have no idea where Lich is. Alright. Hate's continuing his grind. It's up to 20 on the 2 party members. He's thinking. Switching to the mage stake there just to have the white mage still be able to contribute. We have Jin in place of Lich. So, for those that are not aware, we have alternate fiends on, which will bring in various different bosses from across the Final Fantasy series. And that fight, he was still a speed bump, and that fight happened before I could even bring up the wiki page on the alternate fiends to say what he's weak to. So, speed bump, still a speed bump. But that means we can find out what it is we're going to have later on in the game. And we are going to have a lot of fire fire 2 spells, nuke, slow 2, and fast for our fiend refights. So all of the alternate fiends are going to have their own weaknesses, have their own set of spells for Fiend 1 and Fiend 2, and then the Fiend 2 spells at least are going to be mixed in with the other Fiend spells and Chaos' spell list. So,
Sorry about that.
all good. I covered a bit. Jshydell is now going and fighting Astos. Probably still trying to find the ribbon. Or the Vorpal.
And that's
Gets a
critical.
fetch quest.
Do you want to have a fetch quest?
I do not want to have a fetch quest.
Jshydell, is Jshydell also looking for it? Yeah, probably looking for a grind too.
Yep.
Copper bracelet +5, which isn't a bad find, except we already have gold +2.
Yeah, but these flags are so fast, they may not go back and get it.
I
Gold
would.
+2.
I would. Wasn't it in Corneria?
No, it was in... I want to say it was in Elfland or Provoca.
It wasn't Elfland.
It was Provoca, I think.
It was either Corneria or it was Provoca.
Yep. But Hate now has his sub sandwich to give to the Titan, so he can get his Go Mode item out of the Titan's Trove. And this is... And another thing that I should point out is this is in fact a floaterless seed. We do not need the floater in order to finish the game.
You are correct, sir. Oh, cheap houses.
Very cheap houses. I wish the housing market was like that right now.
Oh, no kidding.
Those are so cheap you could just buy like 99 of them, just never worry about it. Alright, Jshydell is going to get his second orb that's required.
And then he will just be looking for levels and out.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a question of if he thinks his gear is good enough for a full Topher dive. We have not found wall, have we? Let me check.
Not that I can recall. Ice -1. Defense +4. That's a real sword.
That will certainly do. I think at this point, if Jshydell, he'll clear out this armory, but I don't think he should open up any more boxes, except to try to find a ribbon on the incentive if he really wants it. Hate's following behind, and is going to also get that defense sword, as well as that extra useless thing. Well, lack of Invis 2 is no longer a problem. Multiple party members have ruse items, and...
Yeah, the two important party members who are both Life 2 casters have ruse items.
Yep, I don't think we found the ruse spell, so it's probably way too high of a level to bother with. Right. So Ninja will have access to Temper in Lock 2. We have not found Saber as far as I'm aware.
I don't remember Saber. I don't remember seeing Saber, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get to worry about Seed Bleed, because I just saw the notification come across. There is a third race coming right after this one on this very channel. So when this race is done, don't touch that dial.
Who is going to be up in that one?
That race is out of my clown car. That will be Caleb. That will be Rafe Hates Caleb and IB Karma.
Oh, that'll be a good one. Caleb is another teammate of mine from various tournaments here. Across multiple games, in fact. Both Final Fantasy Randomizer and Dragon Warrior Randomizer, and IB Karma is a definitely well-known in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
So I ought to explain the clown cars. Traditionally, our pods have been four-person pods with full round robin. The clown car is a 6-person pod where each player runs against 3 of the other players. It's a random draw what place you are in the pod, what number you are in the pod, but you have 1 running against 4, 5, and 6. Let me pull it up. You have 1 running against 4, 5, and 6. You have 2 running against 3, 5, and 6. 3 runs against 2, 4, and 6. 4 runs against 1, 3, and 5. 5 runs against 1, 2, and 4. 6 runs against 1, 2, and 3. And that works for every pod, for each clown car pod, except pod I. That is the 10-player pod.
That's definitely a thing. We see Hate now trying to find where Carrie is, which is now Shiva. And I will quickly see if I can beat Hate to this and find Shiva on the wiki page here. Shiva, of course, casts HaateXIII in the pool anyways, and is weak to fire. The revisit of Shiva is going to add to the Fiend pool HaateXIII's Brack, Frost, and Blizzard.
And Hate, Sun +3 is not a bad find. I think I like that better than that. I think that I like that a little better as an actual weapon than Defense +4.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit better than the Defense +4, I think. I have to look at the exact numbers, which, by the way, a feature added to the randomizer is you can just hit select on any of these items and see the stats. So you can just compare them directly there in the inventory window, which is a huge life improvement feature. Quality of life feature.
Yes, it's a great quality of life feature. Hate is finally heading over to Melmond Continent. There's Wall at 5.
Alright, so we do have access to Wall.
And there's Brack and Quad X.
And Lock 1. And HaateXIII. That's actually bad. You know what? That I would not be happy with all of those being on the same level.
Well, if I'm not going after Kraken 1 or Tia 1, I don't care about Brack.
That is fair, because we have alternate fiends, and let me see how many are weak to Brack. Which would help if I knew which one Brack is. Poison?
I think so.
Alright, so that would be Black Knight, Medusa, Black Knight, Medusa. That's it.
And Jshydell is going back in for...
Did Jshydell exit, or did Jshydell... Or did he beat... Huh. I missed it because I was reading all of that off. And now...
Hate is in go mode.
At 45-minute mark. He's still going to go over here and check what Sarda had.
I don't know that I like that. I don't know that I like that play.
Okay, all right. He did a save. He did a save back there and just did a quick check to lower the cost of that check.
I don't
Like
know
I could
that
see it.
I don't know that I like that play at all. You don't.
I'm not a big fan of it, but I could
don't-
see doing that if you want to check to see if it's a 4 plus 5, but that's a pretty big bet.
But you have Sun +3. You have Defense +4.
And an X-Cal plus 4.
And an X-Cal +4. Why are you looking for a paper sword?
If they didn't have so much, like, I don't know. They have
Yes,
lots of
Ribbon
lock,
was
they have
found.
lots of temper,
Ribbon was found. Ribbon was elf.
and Hate found it. I don't think
has it.
Jshydell has found it yet because he doesn't have the herb.
Yeah, Jshydell doesn't have the herb. Jshydell hasn't gotten a ribbon. I can see Jshydell checking boxes looking for a ribbon.
And the herb came
Maybe.
out of Ordeals.
Maybe he's checking boxes looking for a saber bonk. Although with temper at level 1, or for 204,
Yeah, I do not know what level Jshydell has gotten his fighter up to. Might be doing a lot of relying on the ninja, since in his case, the ninja has the better weapon.
true.
Kinda. I don't actually know. I have not actually looked at the defense +4 versus katana -3. So I'm not 100% certain on that one. If anybody in chat knows, let me know. Oh, Pickles Beer says level 21. So, Hate has the levels, but Jshydell is in go and ready for Topher. Just about. Probably going to pick up some supplies. Those gold
Probably going to pick up those gold Cheerios. And Pickles and Beer says katana will be better in that.
I believe it.
Hate finds that opal Cheerio +5.
But he still needs to stop opening the boxes.
Yeah.
It's a problem that we can get into if we haven't been in a tournament in a while, is just keep opening all the boxes.
I know I have loot goblin tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to work on that. Oh, Hate, stop opening boxes.
This isn't worth it.
You have enough gear. Unless you find a saber bonk in this room, it's not worth it.
I mean,
And even if you find a saber bonk in this room, it's still probably not worth it.
Halo says that he blames AP, and I agree. And Multi-Worlds, you want to open all the boxes so that you can make sure you can find things for everyone else. In this, you need to just open as few boxes as you can.
Yeah. And yes, I have done a bit of AP, so I have those same loot goblin.
Oh, this is good for Jshydell, because I don't know if he opened the boxes that are here, but he's found the floater.
He has found a floater. Yes, Jshydell opened those boxes.
Okay.
That's a Jin for in place of speed bump.
Yep, and Jin's weakness is ice.
Which makes sense for makes sense for a desert fire spirit.
Yeah. So we've seen what the first two fiends are. We do not have an idea of what fiends 3 and 4 are going to be yet.
I wonder if Hate might do a Toph grind.
He did a grind in the 6-pack room of ice on blue dragons. So he's got the levels. He does not need to do anything else. He did a grind with his fighter and white mage. So he's just coming here to get the gold.
Yeah, Hate and the gold +2s and the pro rings.
Meanwhile, Jshydell has decided that he is ready for Topher and is going up. Let's see what we get here. Please wait while we find the entrance.
So he's gonna check block boxes.
Yeah, he does not have a ribbon yet, so this makes some sense. Check a trap tile, check the block boxes, and check validation chests. You can equip the heal helm on the ninja. Bane sword.
Bane sword -3.
Didn't pick it up. Still cast Bane.
Yeah, but against the fiend refights, is that really worth it?
Probably not. There's only 2 of them. They're going to be weak to it. All right. Jshydell is the first in at 52.36.
Why is Hate checking boxes?
This is incentivized, but I don't know why.
Hate's
Hopefully
got
he...
everything needs.
I'm going to get him talking to.
You know it's bad when me, infamous for over-preparing, is saying stop checking boxes, you have everything.
Now stop checking the boxes, you have everything. And he should be level like 26 or something on the fighter already. Maybe a little bit less. If anybody in chat knows what level he stopped at. Oh.
Looks like 26.
Yep. Wait, just go. Just go. Jshydell is taking fights on the way. Oh, it does tell you which fiend refights there are. Okay. Rom.
And there's a grind. There's a grind tile. There's an eye.
That is both good and bad. What's Jshydell gonna do? Because Hate is about to pass him. This is about the worst place you can find that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it always feels awful when I find the eye at that spot.
Mm-hmm.
When I find the eye in the other eye tile. Why are you checking boxes, Hate?
I didn't know you could do the loot check from there.
I believe you can do it from anywhere in that room.
Okay. No, Jshydell, no. Climb. Ooh, worm.
Purple worm.
Jshydell, you're on the wrong floor if you want to grind. There's a worm.
Well, no, I think he's trying to kill off. I think he's trying to kill off characters so he can get more grind.
Okay, that does make some sense. Yeah, by the way, in this tournament I found that did a little bit of research and it looks like these flags should end up around with finish times around between 45 minutes and an hour and a half. An hour and a half being on the worst case scenario side by a lot.
An hour and a half being on the ambushing Death Touch Gurmedusas on Earth floor side.
Which is possible. The status effect that was removed in these flags is Stun Touch, so Stun Touch is not available. But Death Touch certainly is.
Oh, I know that's possible. I know very well that that's possible. I did not just pull that example out of thin air.
Is this personal experience or referencing old races of the past that have given people PTSD?
Oh, it's old races from the past that have given me PTSD.
Oh, okay.
That was an awful seed.
All right. I looked away for 2 minutes, and Hate is already through the Carry 2 equivalent of Shiva 2, and is going to be coming on. Please wait. Going to be fighting the menu.
Going to be fighting Menu Boss. That's a rough boss. Behemoth.
Behemoth. Let's see what Behemoth has for us. Weakness of Ice. Very similar to Shiva, but with a different weakness. Or not Shiva. Very similar to the other one we saw.
Yeah,
so we got lots of fire threes and nukes.
Is also fairly vulnerable to getting hacked to pieces.
Yep, this is the Kraken 2 equivalent, so hold on to your white mages.
And Hate is through our Kraken 2 equivalent. And wisely immediately heals up.
Before taking another step, this has definitely stopped many runners that were in the lead in the past, because they'll hit something like that and get ambushed and destroyed.
This has definitely stopped runners in this booth who have been in the lead.
I haven't had that problem, but I have done things such as not talk to the princess in a race, so yeah. But we have Medusa.
That is a thing, and that is Stone Touch.
Oh, Stone Touch is bad.
I don't know if I'm not sure if it was Stone Touch. It was Brack.
Okay. Well, and Medusa has nuke. Hate's in some big trouble here. Got a cure 4. Gets it off just in time. Gets the right turn order to stay alive.
And
95.
exactly. Ooh, 5 for 85 with a crit. That's
Yep. Medusa is not weak to status. And fast. Also not what you want to see.
And Jshydell on Jin 2.
Which should go down quickly with that. Oh no, but stop hits.
Or not. Or maybe not.
And he does not have Lamp. Although he could use Cure 4 to get rid of the Stun Touch.
Or just Ice 3 and Harm 4.
Yeah, it is Lich 2 equivalent, so just spell your way through it. Alright, Hate is still struggling here with The Tier 2 equivalent of Medusa.
Yeah, the Kraken 2 and Tia 2 equivalents are generally awful.
Mm-hmm. And the spell list has wrapped around, so we know that a nuke is coming soon, very soon. So Hate's got to finish this fight now before Jshydell starts to overtake. Or there are multiple Brax in here.
And Jshydell onto water floor. This is going to be a close race.
There's the nuke. And Hate accidentally showed the rapier, but is through the fight. And is going to heal up before taking any steps. Don't exit. Okay. My stream paused with him on the exit boss.
Yeah, mine too.
But correctly cast life. I'll let you take Behemoth here.
No, Jshydell's going to fight Behemoth. That's... Oh, ouch. Punchy, punchy Behemoth.
It is the Kraken 2 equivalent. Meanwhile, Hate is now on the Chaos floor, has healed up. May still need to rearrange the party, which he now does. And pulls Chaos.
I don't get the party rearrange there.
He wants to protect the fighter as much as possible. He's got 3 mages. He can sacrifice 2 of them easily and still have plenty left over to cast.
There's a tornado.
Cast the wall first turn, which is good. Yep, temper. Heal 3 probably. Yep. Defense, more temper.
Okay. Someone's talking about a crit loop.
Yes, if you are attacking and doing hold A and pray basically, and your character is in the 3rd slot, you have a much better chance of getting into a crit loop where the same RNG is happening and you get the same attacks. Swirl lands and takes out the black mage. So he's down, has no more tempers. It's down to white mage and fighter.
And he's almost in hold A and pray.
Yep, he's going to switch to Fade strats. And it's just going to have to hope that enough damage comes out of that X-Cal.
5 for 42. Oof.
Which is not enough. Jshydell is now caught up to the Tier 2 equivalent, which hopefully will go a little bit better for him than it did for Hate. Hate's still going, swings for 413, but that's the kind of damage we want to see in order to finish this chaos. And it shouldn't be too much longer.
There's that tornado. Yes, Hate is done.
GG.
Hate is through with an official race time GG time of 53:59. Get your GGs out in chat.
And we are joined in the booth by the winner, Hate the 13th. How are you feeling, Hate?
Clenched.
Why check so many boxes?
I was going to say I have a bone to pick with you. You had 2 temper casters.
I had 2 temper casters, but I also forgot temper was at first level for a good amount of the time.
Okay, that would do it.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll do it.
It was like, crap. Yeah. Yeah, then I realized, oh, wait, temper's level 1. Oh, crap.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense now why that would happen.
Yeah. That was a kind of moment.
It happens. I've definitely forgotten about spells before.
Yeah.
And that air floor fiend.
Oh, Medusa.
Yep, and Jshydell is struggling with Medusa here too. It's down to just one character, his fighter.
Oh, man.
With now 81 HP, it's taking a swing.
Oh, boy.
154 damage, not quite enough. Survives the Brack. swing comes from the fighter for 150
That'll-
and takes out Medusa.
That'll
Oh,
do it.
thank God.
Oh, also survives the exit boss too.
Yeah, I was watching on the restream, not in the Discord call, so I saw the two bracks, and I was like, oh crap! If he doesn't get that thing down, the nuke's gonna come out, and that's not good. And yeah, I'm glad he got it taken care of, because
And
yeah,
runs into that fight a couple of steps past the boss, which that hasn't screwed anyone in this booth during this tournament. No, no, not at all.
All right, Jshydell is on to Chaos and has pulled Chaos. He's going to start with the fast onto the thief, and fast onto the fighter. He's going to defense the fighter, wall the fighter. Okay, so one of the big differences here is Jshydell took a thief instead of a red mage and did not get a ribbon. So hey, I know your typical party comp includes the thief.
yeah, I felt real dirty picking the red mage, but just in case Invis 2 rolled somewhere I could actually grab it, I wanted to be able to use it.
And
that makes sense.
That black mage is dirt napping. By the way, Jshydell also did not pick up the X-Cal +4.
That would explain why he's swinging looks like the defense sword there. Oh my.
Turn order is not kind to the ninja there. Is switching to harm 4 and swing strats.
Chaos with all of the Chaos pulling out all of the top level abilities.
Except nuclear. Thankfully.
Well, I don't think nuclear was in the pool except for anything he may have had.
You still get the nuclears from Warmac.
That's true.
And I chatted with the stat bats, and yeah, saw the Chaos one, was like, okay, thick armor will hit you a bunch. All right, that's fine. Didn't see anything about can heal or will nuke you, and that was a little bit of a sigh of relief.
Jshydell in hold A and pray mode.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
And so right now would be a good time to possibly get a crit
That
loop.
crit loop.
Nope, but did not.
Not with 7 hits for 7 damage.
Now the previous hit was good, not
Yeah.
that one. 2-1 is
Now
okay.
he's getting crits. Now
There
he's
we
getting
go.
crits.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
Clinching. There we go, Jshydell.
Jshydell finishes with official race time, .gg time of 58 minutes and 42 seconds. Both players finished sub-hour.
Get
So,
those GGs
bit of a
out
jet.
in chat.
Yeah, that was a lot jettier than pretty much any of the practice seeds I'd done.
Yeah, I
Welcome,
apparently rolled a nice one.
Jshydell.
Yeah, that-
GG.
Hey,
Hey, GG's.
hey, oh my.
Yeah, I realized I forgot to turn off recruitment.
It didn't matter. Y'all just...
Didn't take anything.
Yeah, no. It just means that we got to show off the odd placement of the recruits with the vertical flip floors. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was the entire intent.
That was totally why I did it.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, that was a clincher on their chaos fight. Holy crap.
Yeah. It was like sitting there, okay, 7 hits, no damage, 7 hits, 200. 7 hits, no damage, what? Like, going into menus, going into spells, trying to change the RNG. Don't know if it did anything.
It certainly changed the RNG. It's just unknown if it helped.
Exactly.
So, there was a bit of a different party comp between you two, and a couple of big differences in items. So, Jshydell, you took my favorite party, Fighter Thief, white-black, wwhereas Hate went against his normal tendencies and took Fighter Rainbow.
I
hesitated on that red.
Well, looking at the blessings, you get the plus 20 hit percent at the start, and it actually basically makes it a wash on the hit blessing. But I totally understand that. And I think that the Thief in this flag set with the removed Moss Immune, if you take both the Fighter and the Thief, you get a very good chance of being able to equip something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, and I found both katanas. One of them was in Armory. One of them was in Earth 3. The trapped chest at Earth 3.
Yep. Found that one also.
Hate was a bit of a loot goblin and found 2 items that would have been very good for you.
Yeah, I heard the X-Cal when we were talking. Yeah.
X-Cal plus 4, and I believe it was Marsh.
Marsh 3/3, yeah.
And Hate did Ordeals to get the herb, which turned into the ribbon.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about digging some more. I'm like, okay, Vorpal would be really nice, a ribbon would be nice, but it was so fast. We had go mode within 18 minutes, something like that.
Yours was
I was a little slower.
25.
Yeah, I was a bit slower because I didn't get the key until after I did Ordeals and such. But yeah, it was a pretty quick go mode.
It's like I just need to find a stupid grind tile and nothing until Topher.
Yeah, if it hadn't actually been for me finding that X-Cal, I wouldn't have risked the blue dragons in Ice Cave in the 6-pack. I would have been left wanting for a grind tile as well, aside from the slimes for a party grind.
I was about to go back. There were 2 zombie dragons in Hall of Giants, but they started with Toxic.
Ugh.
So yeah, I'm like, I don't like this, I don't want this, but it's the only thing I can find that's close.
Then you found the eye tile.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take 3rd floor Topher, just do a couple battles. Yay, check the tile. Oh, hi.
That was pretty much my thoughts as well. It's like, oh, there you are.
Yeah, I probably stayed there a few minutes longer than I should have, but it was... I tried to take a grind when I can find it, and I saw those whiz mummies in Earth, or Volcano. That was stupid, but I had to.
Let's see, they were...
Not the worst party grind.
It was a great grind. They just ambushed, so I had to wait 9 hits before I got to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
But 4,000 experience a pop for the whole party. Hard to fight.
Tough to pass that up.
Yeah.
Pass that up when you haven't found anything better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red dragon on the Agama tile was actually not too shabby either, but I didn't need to take that one at that point because that was after I found the blue dragon and was just like, I'm gonna raffle stomp now.
And good on both of you finding. Good on both of you clearing exit boss.
You both had the same issue right after Medusa too, and just hovered on stream over that exit while trying to find life.
Yeah, I was like, do I do life 2 or do I do life 1? I'll just do a life 2.
Do I do life 2 or do I just exit out and call it a day?
And so that puts Hate to 1-0 and Jshydell to 0-2.
0-2.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jshydell, who do you have for your 3rd match?
Karat tomorrow morning.
Man, you were speedrunning the pod.
Yeah, I'm out of town next week, so I've got to get things done.
That's a fair cop. That's a fair cop.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to speedrun my clown car too, because I leave town midweek after next.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a much more stringent thing coming up with your town leaving.
There were a couple of us who just had to get in a little bit quick, so like, okay, let's just get it quickly.
And Hate, same question to you. Who do you have left?
I have Min and Magius. And
okay.
I know Magius is having some issues right now with his computer, so I've been able to get scheduled with him. Or I'm sorry, I don't have Min. I have Infinite Tape.
Okay.
Sorry, Infinite Tape and Magius, and yeah, I probably need to ping Infinite Tape again, but you know, I can wait to get the rest of my matches done because I ain't going anywhere.
All right. Well, there is another matchup coming onto the same channel here, and let me check. Oh,
That
please
is
wait.
Caleb. That is Caleb versus IB Karma. So don't touch that dial.
Yep, they will be getting underway in 10 minutes, so I think we have a few more minutes. We can hash more things out if needed, or we can go to final thoughts.
Good for either.
All right. I think we'll go to final thoughts then. Jshydell, how about you kick us off?
Oh my gosh, where's the grind? Nah. It was good. It was fun. This is the first time in a tournament I have altered flags. I've always played just whatever the vanilla flag is, so fun to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of doing the alternate flags, and I love it when they are an option for these 1v1 tournaments. All right, Hate, you're up.
I love screwing with a map. Like, that's just, it tickles my brain when I have to actually try and figure out, like, hey, where the hell am I at and where am I
There
going?
wasn't a ton of it. I don't know how much you saw, but like,
I know. Well, I did Volcano and Earth, and there were not
was
much
Volcano completely normal? And it was like Earth 3, Earth 4, something like that was the only one that was really flipped and glitched for.
Yeah.
Earth 2 was flipped. Carry floor was flipped.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Topher.
Yeah. Topher. Whatever, Topher.
Topher one.
Yeah. That got me at the very beginning. I'm like, oh, where's the door to go to Garland?
Yeah, that is one thing with the vertical flip Toph. It's like, wait, what? Where am I going?
Oh, bottom floor of Volcano was flipped, yeah.
There were a few. There were only two that had the weird door being turned into a T thing because it needs to be up there and at the top of the room thing, so...
Yeah. Oh,
It's always-
Earth 2 also was vertically flipped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had the maps up for both Earth and Volcano because I'm like, okay, where am I going? And then didn't need them.
Yeah, no, it's... You can still somewhat rely on muscle memory. You just have to remember that the muscle memory needs to kind of go a different direction.
Just turn your keyboard.
Yeah. Just flip the controller on the side. There you go.
Hey, just turn it upside down. Call it good, right?
Yep.
Well, GG to both of you, gentlemen. Good luck in your remaining clown car races, and good luck in the brackets, since everyone goes to brackets.
Yep.
Jay,
All right.
I'll see you in like an hour for the next match we're commentating.
Something like that. We'll have
Yeah.
some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are other races happening tonight as well. There will be both Jshydell and Hate will be commentating the race between Ale and Chanikin over on Final Fantasy Randomizer at 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 Pacific. DM Stewart, do you want to have any final thoughts here?
This is a great race. Great job to both of you. Some loot goblining does pay off, but when you have the person that's notorious for over preparing, wondering why you're checking boxes.
Yeah, well, in that instance, it's because, I forgot I had temper on 2 characters, and I kept looking for that saber bond.
You're looking for a tail or a ribbon and some sort of sword.
Yeah, missing that X-Cal was big, and the katana being -3 was definitely
Not helpful.
Made me
Yeah.
cry.
yeah. Well, it didn't make you cry. You didn't have a thief.
Still makes you cry, even if you don't have
Yes,
it. You don't want to see it.
I still hurt when I see a katana roll down.
Roll down to Vorpal levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I will go ahead and give my final thoughts. It was a very entertaining and fun race. There was some good divergence in the routing that ended up converging into Topher around the same time. And you always love to see that kind of, no matter what happens, if anybody can win the race, if Medusa 2 just punched just a little bit harder, they would have been
3
flipped.
hit points.
Gotta pay her harder next time.
Yep. It's hard to do that when you don't know which fiend you have to
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah.
I bribed the wrong one. Dang it.
Yep. Was the Black Knight. But if you have enjoyed this match, there is another match coming up right here on this channel in 15 minutes. Same bad channel here. And as I said, in an hour and 15 minutes, there will be another match over on Final Fantasy Randomizer. So those will all cascade into each other, basically. So sit down, grab some popcorn, have fun. Thank you very much.